Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Welcome back, guys. I have not uploaded anything in a couple days, and it's just been crazy here. We are back to homeschooling for the moment, so that's always a joy. I had a little bit of a break, but hopefully they go back at the end of 8 days, if everything is safe, if everything's okay. Our tests came back negative, so we do not have COVID, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing. But it just makes me think somebody does, and I feel so bad for that somebody. It's not something I want anybody to have to deal with. But yeah, so we're homeschooling, so I have been busy dealing, like, I swear, kids are learning stuff in 6th grade now that I was learning in, like, 9th. So, like, in ninth grade was, like, a while ago. So me trying to remember algebra, which I barely passed in the first place. Yes. So, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to play with some makeup, which is something that I actually know about. And I'm gonna have a good time. I am loving this eye look that I did today. This is kind of like a mustard and brown soft glam warm moment. I did a halo eye. Really beautiful. I'm really feeling it. I paired it with these really beautiful gold and brown earrings I got from Burke's for $2. Love it so much. And my Walmart dress, I think everything came together really beautiful. I feel pretty, which is, you know, what we're trying to shoot for. So I feel like mission accomplished. We are going to jump in. So this entire thing is like drugstore, and good drugstore. I went to Walmart, I want to say yesterday or the day before. I think it was the day before. And they have a new Lottie London. I don't know if you guys know who they are, but Lottie London, this is the palette that I used today. They had a new Lottie London display. I picked up 3 palettes just because I thought they looked really cute. This is the Honeybee one, which is absolutely beautiful. Like, the quality of these eyeshadows astounded me. Like, I was amazed. Like, not even just for a drugstore palette, but just an eyeshadow palette in general. Really beautiful formula. Super nice pigmentation. It blended super easy. Like, this look took me all of 5 minutes to put together. It was so gorgeous. I think this is kind of perfect for like a night out. I would wear this during the day. I'd rock this all day, every day. But you could definitely tone this down. Really beautiful. Kind of like mustardy and mustard and chocolate. And I know as food they don't sound good, but as colors they're beautiful together. So gorgeous. I came out with this really beautiful kind of soft glam look, and I am living for it. So I got this Honeybee one, so in love with. And then I got this Raspberry Ripple one, which is absolutely gorgeous as well. I can't wait to use this one. Really beautiful. I've already stuck my fingers into everything. So pretty. So pretty. The only shade in here that I was not like with was this one, but I think it's just because it's almost the same color as my skin, so I just couldn't see the swatch. But everything swatched so beautifully. They're so pigmented. They're not powdery or chalky. Really beautiful. And then I got this the Mauves palette. I thought this one was really beautiful too. As you guys know, I am a serious sucker for a mauve palette, and I thought this one was just beautiful. This purple topper shade in the middle is like slightly holographic. I don't know if my camera's going to pick it up. It's like holographic. It is a definite topper shade because it's very sheer, but I think it's just beautiful. It's really gorgeous. This one I would say is probably my least favorite out of the 3 that I picked up the other day, but I am totally feeling this one. I feel like this one is going to be perfect for fall. Just those warm browns and mustard tones. So beautiful. So this is the one that we're using today. So into it. I am loving the way that it turned out. All drugstore. I'm thinking I'm gonna put a little bit of foundation on and stuff today too, because I got a couple of new foundations at the drugstore. I heard everybody talking about this. This is the L'Oreal Paris True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. blew up on YouTube. So, you know, I'm trying to be a real YouTuber. So we're going to play with it. We're going to play with it. I got the shade light to medium. I know that a lot of the reviews I watched said that these are very forgiving and pretty sheer and nice and hydrating. So I'm really excited for that. I also got the Revlon blurring powder. Let me take this sticker off. This is the Revlon blurring powder. I don't know how new this is, but it's new to me, and we're gonna try it out today. It's got a cute little mirror in it. Blurring powder is blurring powder. I like to actually wear foundation in the winter, just because everything's so gray. So foundation kind of brings a little bit of life back to my face. So we will be doing that this winter. But I'm on the search for a perfect blurring powder, especially for under my eyes. You guys know I have dry skin. And my nail polish fell off again. I painted my nails this really beautiful, like, electric sky blue. And then 2 fell off because I washed dishes. You know, I can't win for losing. Anyway, I'm hoping this really works. It's in the shade. What shade is it? I got the lightest one they had, I believe. It's in the shade Fair Light. I'm excited. I'm excited for this. It says it's a blurring powder. I'm hoping it's the Revlon PhotoReady blurring powder. We're going to go for the foundation, the blurring powder. Oh, I also got a new blush. I got the Lottie London. This is the Ombre blush. Packaging is super cute. I love the kind of like holographic lettering. And then you open it. First of all, packaging is freaking adorable. It's kind of like futuristic. It's a nice heavy plastic. And it's so pretty. It's the Ombre blush. I already stuck my finger in there. So pretty. And it's got like a satin sheen to it. I'm really excited to use this as well. So let's go ahead and dive in to the eye look, and then we'll do the face. So I already have my eyeshadow primer on. I used my Believe Beauty. Cheapy but a goodie. And yeah, eyebrows are done. I used my ShopMissA in the shade medium brown. And then over top of that, I went in with my Revlon Color Stay Brow Fiber Filler. Just to kind of get everything to stand up and be where I wanted it to be. Super easy on the brows. I didn't want to go like too bold. I wanted it to be pretty natural. Just darkened everything up a little bit. Are you guys wanting to meet the newest member of our family? Oh my goodness. Say hello to Miss Salem. So I was out walking the puppies the other day. And our dog, our outside dog, our guard dog, Rocco, he's a Rottweiler and very scary, but he's a big old teddy bear. He was losing his mind. He was losing his mind. And I thought he was barking at a snake or a mouse or something. And I'm scared because, you know, I don't mess with snakes. I don't do that. But I like inched over and it was a little black kitten. It was Miss Salem right here. And I had to rescue her. So she was scared out of her mind. But Stuart went and got me a towel and I picked her up and brought her inside and we gave her a bath and fed her, got her some flea medicine, and now she's our newest baby. She's so pretty. She is a Spitfire, that's for sure. But she likes to be in somebody's arms at all times, and I can't hold her while I'm filming, so she's gonna have to go on the ground. I have never owned a cat before in my life, guys. I am not a cat person. All right, Miss Salem, you gotta go down. Not a cat person. Always had dogs, so this is gonna be an experience. Okay, pet talk over. She's adorable. We're gonna go into our palette. I'm gonna use my Dew Color 01, so just my real big fluffy blending brush, and we're gonna go right into the lightest color in the palette, which is this one. Do they have Sweet Spot? Okay, so this is called Sweet Spot, I believe. Yeah, this one right here, Sweet Spot. And we're just gonna put this all over our transition area, just to give us a base. I'm going to do like a really nice messy, smoky eye. I do like, and I'm going to bring it up on my nose to help contour my face just a little bit. You guys know how I like to do that. See, even like the pigmentation, like I just boop boop in the pan and it's just like it's there. Like, and for a lighter shade to be able to see, because it's almost the same color as my skin. So for me to be able to see it on my face like that, on my eye, so impressed. I know, Miss Thing. She's gonna start trying to climb up my leg here shortly. Just bringing it up onto my nose just a little bit. We're not really going to see this color too awful much, but it is going to kind of tame that bright mustard yellow. I'm going to put on just a little bit, and it's going to mix with this color and create a nice gradient. So I really enjoy that. I'm going to move on to my next brush. This is my Dew Color 04. Same thing, just a kind of, it's not really tapered, I would say. It's just kind of like almost domed blending brush. And I'm going to take it right into this really bright yellow. So this is called Golden. And I'm going to put this on my lower transition area. I'm going to tap it at first, just to kind of place my color. I really love the way that this yellow kind of blends with the pinky nude tone and makes its own color. It kind of becomes just a bit more like fiery and orangey. It's really quite beautiful. We're not going to go heavy on it. I don't want it to be like boom, mustard in your face, but I did want to add a little bit of yellow. I was actually inspired by my dress today. I'm not going to bring the yellow up onto the side of my nose too much. Just going to kind of leave it in my transition area. And like I just tapped into the pan like 2 or 3 times, and look at the pigmentation. I am so impressed with these shadows. I really, it kind of blew me away. I'm going to go back into our first brush and just kind of fade that line a little bit. I want it to be very blendy. These are my absolute favorite types of eye looks. They're beautiful and have high impact. The drama is still there, but they're so approachable. They're very easy. Really pretty, really happy with that transition. Now, I don't know if you guys are picking up, if my I can't talk today, but I don't know if my camera is going to pick it up, but there is the most beautiful, like, pinky orange, like halo around the orange, or around the yellow. That is so beautiful. I feel like it kind of sets off the whole look. It's such a beautiful kind of contrast. It's a shame because my camera is not picking it up, but it really is quite beautiful. Next, we're going to go into the lighter brown shade. So we're going to go into the shade in the middle. This is called Caramel. We're going to take this on my e.l.f. crease brush. And we're going to put this right in our crease. I'm going to take it from outer to inner corner. Just getting small amounts at a time. I'm really just adding this for a little bit more depth and dimension. I love these e.l.f. crease brushes. They're so good. They're so soft and really kind of bendy. They really get in your crease. Are anybody else's babies out of school? Is anybody else doing homeschooling again? How are we feeling about it? I'm just going back into the brush that we used for the yellow. And just continuing the blending, really kind of erasing any seams, any edges, lines that might be there. I'm gonna go back in to the crease brush and do just a little bit more of that caramel color. I'm having the hardest time getting Sean to actually do his schoolwork because he thinks he's on vacation right now. And I keep having to tell him, little boy, that's not what's going on right now. You are still in school. You're just remote learning. He doesn't see it that way. So it's kind of like a battle of wills with him right now. I'm going to go into my Dew Color 12. This is my absolute favorite detail brush. It is so tiny. It's exactly this, just on a very much smaller scale, but it is so perfect for like outer corner, inner corner work, just those small details. Love it so much. I love this brush set. Absolute favorites. I'm gonna go into the really dark brown now. This is called Toffee. Really, really beautiful, rich brown shade. And I love how warm this palette is as well. Even without the darker brown, you can see how much like depth and dimension we have going on. Really, really feeling it. I'm going to take this on my outer corner. Just kind of tapping it on. They are not patchy at all. I know a lot of times like drugstore darker colors, like blacks and deep browns, tend to be very patchy and almost difficult to work with, but these are so not. They are so pigmented, not patchy at all, and they blend so, so beautifully. I was so pleasantly surprised by this palette. Just really, really stunning. And for it to be so accessible, like I don't have to wait. Oh my goodness, let me tell you what's going on. So I have been waiting on my ColourPop order that I placed when they had the big sale going on. I placed a rather large order, placed a $50 order, ordered a couple palettes. I ordered some lippies, some gel liners, all kinds of good stuff that I've been very excited and can't wait for it to get here, right? So it's been what, 3 weeks now? 2.5, 3 weeks? Come to find out that it was sitting at my post office since the 24th and it's been sent back. I don't know what to do. I know I'm really upset about it. I've been impatiently waiting for that palette to get here since I placed the order, and now it's going all the way back to California. I am dreading what the inside of that package looks like. I don't know if everything is like busted and there's just, when you open it, it's just going to be a big poof of powder. I have no idea what's going on. I contacted ColourPop customer support. Hopefully they get back with me. I don't know if they're going to send it back to me. I don't know if they're going to refund me. I don't know if I'm just SOL. Yeah. So that doesn't make me happy. I'm not very happy about that. But you know, there's nothing I can do about it. And me sitting here stressing about it isn't going to do anything. So I'm just going to try not to think about it until I hear from customer support. I'm just blending out the edges. I just put that darker Toffee shade on my outer and inner corner. I'm just kind of blending one more time just so everything is really nice and cohesive. Really got a nice amount of depth going on. So now I'm just going to take my finger, the best applicators that we have, and I'm going to go right into this really beautiful bright gold shade. This is called Nectar. Really beautiful gold shimmer. And I'm just going to kind of tap this How beautiful is that? I'm going to go back into the same brush that we put that dark chocolate on with, and I'm just going to go on the sides. And just go back and forth and kind of fade that line a little bit. And I've got that going all the way from my lash line all the way up to my crease. Really beautiful, super easy. That took us, what, 5 minutes? Well, it would have taken less had I not been sitting here yapping the whole time. But yes, really, really beautiful eye look. Very little effort. I am going to take my makeup wipe here and just get a tiny bit of the glitter fallout. That's the only thing I do have to say about this palette is the shimmer shadows do have just a little bit of glitter fallout, but it does come off really nice and very easy with a makeup remover, so no worries. We're gonna go ahead and do our lower lash line now. I'm gonna go back in to that Do Color 12 brush. I'm gonna wipe it off real quick. And I'm gonna go back in to that really beautiful mustard yellow. What was the name of it again? Golden. So this really beautiful shade here. And I'm just going to kind of fluff this out underneath my eye. Not too big, and I don't want it like too awful dark. Making sure it's connected on my outer corner. Bring it all the way to my inner corner, and then I'm going to go in to just an angled brush. Any angled brush you have will work. I'm going to go back in to that really beautiful taupey color, that deep rich brown. And I'm going to do a smoky liner. Oh, look at that. Is that not... Oh. So absolutely beautiful. I am so in love with it. I just cannot tell you. Back into the Do Color 12. Just going over everything and softening that just a tiny bit. So beautiful. I'm going to go back into that nectar color right here. And I think I'm going to go in with my Do Color. And I'm going to put a little bit of a spotlight on my lower lash line as well. Just to kind of tie everything in together. I'm going to go in with my finger. That's better. Really pretty. Just kind of tie in the spotlight. Bring a little bit of glitz and glamour to my bottom lash line. I have a feeling that these, though these shimmers perform beautifully dry, I feel like wet they would be absolutely insane. Just off the wall. Really, really beautiful. I'm going to go in with a liquid liner, and I'm going to do just a line. This is the NYX Epic Ink Liner. This is the waterproof one in the shade brown. I'm just going to do a line across my top lash line. You could definitely do that with shadow if you wanted to, if you wanted it to be just a bit softer. I felt like I kind of wanted the drama today. Usually I do it with a shadow, but I kind of wanted a little bit more of like a bam kind of glam thing. So I went with a liquid liner. I'm gonna do my waterline, and for that I'm gonna use my Milani Stay Put liner in the shade Semi Sweet. This is just a really beautiful brown retractable liner, but this, I have watery eyes, so I put this in my waterline and it just stays put so beautifully. It doesn't move or gunk up on my inner corner. I mean, it does sometimes if my eyes are just like insanely watery, but for the most part it stays where I put it, and it's the best one at the drugstore that I found, so I absolutely love it. I'm going to start with my upper waterline. And then the lower. Now you totally don't have to do this step because we did the shadow liner on the bottom. You don't have to do your bottom. I'll just do it because I really like that definition, and I feel like it makes my blue eyes pop so much more. So that's why I do it. And that is pretty much it. I am gonna put some of my NYX Lash Primer on. You guys know I swear by this stuff. The NYX On The Rise Lash Primer. On the bottom and the top. Really, really beautiful. Now, let's dive into this foundation, shall we? I'm really kind of excited for it. Put my hair back a little bit. Oof. Y'all, I get so hot. I'm dying. Okay, foundation. Let's do a primer first. I got a new primer too. So this is the Black Radiance Hydrate and Blur Face Primer. Have not even opened it yet. I am kind of like eyeshadow palettes and primers. Those are my weaknesses. It's like, I tell you what, I have never met a new primer that I wasn't like, ooh. It's like shining. It's like something shiny for me. It's like, oh, I'm instantly intrigued. It's purple, which I think is pretty, first of all. Oh, it feels good. It says oil free. It smells like straight up alcohol though. I don't know why there would be alcohol in a hydrating primer, but it does. It smells like straight up alcohol. I will say it feels nice on my skin though. It feels hydrating. Gives my skin a nice glow. I'm kind of feeling that. My skin feels good. Slight tackiness, but nothing uncomfortable. That's really nice. I'll have to see how it wears. This is Hydrate and Blur Face Primer, 100% oil free. We shall see how it performs. It doesn't really have a smell once the alcohol kind of evaporates. My skin does feel like nice and it feels like I just put like a moisturizer on. Let me see, did it blur? I do see a slight blurring effect. It doesn't feel like dimethicone or silicone though. My skin is slightly blurred though. Like the pores around my cheeks are not as prominent. The ones on the tip of my nose. Okay, so let's go in with the foundation now. It says to shake well. And then I will just put a couple drops on. That's what it looks like. Really, really watery. It smells like straight up alcohol too though. Let's put a couple drops on the back of my hand, and then I'll just kind of dot it all over my face. I know this is supposed to be like really sheer coverage. I don't know if it's buildable or not. I'm sure something about that was said in one of the reviews that I watched, but I have the world's worst memory. It's terrible. I'm gonna go in with my dampened beauty blender, though I'm sure a brush would be much better for this. Beauty blenders tend to shear things out even more. I think I'll do the first layer with my beauty blender and then go in with a brush to see if I can build up the coverage. It feels really nice on my skin. Like, it doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like there's anything on there, which is really, really nice. And already I can see the coverage. It is light, but it's definitely there. I can see that it kind of canceled out, not all, but some of my redness. We'll see how it lays in my forehead wrinkles. That's usually my biggest problem area. That and under my eyes. So that's one layer. That's actually really pretty. It's not like fully set yet, but that looks really, really nice. It looks like I don't have makeup on. Like, you couldn't tell that I had a base on right now. Like, and it did. It canceled out a lot of my redness. I am going to go in with just a little bit more. I'm going to continue to use my sponge. I'm going to put like 4 more drops of foundation on the back of my hand, and I'm going to kind of concentrate it in my reddest areas. So like around my forehead and my nose, kind of my cheeks. I am really kind of impressed so far. Usually I can tell immediately because my skin is fairly dry. Usually I can tell immediately if a foundation isn't going to work for me, just because it gets like, it like instantly looks cakey for some reason. But this, it like took care of my redness in a really beautiful way. My skin tone just looks even. I look healthy. Just take whatever's left on the back of my hand and bring it down my neck just a little bit. That is so pretty. I am stunned. It like, it's not sticky. Like, it already feels like set. So I wouldn't need to set this with powder. Guys, I might have a new favorite foundation. I think my mind has just been blown. Oh my god, and this is kind of pricey. This was a $20 bottle of foundation. I saw the price tag and I was like, whoa. I have never paid that much for a bottle of foundation in my life, but this is really, really nice. I mean, it's definitely not for the woman who wants like a full coverage face, but if you're like me and just kind of like everything evened out, like I am, wow. Oh my gosh. And it's not sticky. Look at the shine on my face. Like it's not. That is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am so blown away right now. I don't even know really what to say other than wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. So, so beautiful. Guys, it's like already pretty much set. Sorry, my nose ring wants to like fly out of my nose, but it's like, look how healthy my skin looks. The redness is gone. It doesn't look like I have foundation on at all. It even looks good on my nose, and I usually have a hard time. I'm stunned. I am stunned. I am blown away. I am so happy right now. I don't even know quite what to do. I am gonna go in with a little bit of my Believe Beauty. This is just the Brighten Up Color Correcting Concealer in the shade Light Medium. I'm just going to put a little bit under my eyes, just to try to kind of hide my eye bags just a little bit. I'm just going to tap my finger into here and just lightly tap it underneath my eyes. I'm not even really going to take it up underneath my eyes so much as just kind of focus it right here where the darkness is. That is so, so beautiful. Let's see if it's taken up any of the foundation. And it's not. It looks so good under my eyes as well, because I brought it all the way, the foundation I brought all the way up underneath my eyes. It looks so good. It's not looking dry. It's not looking cakey or crepey. I am so shocked. This is so beautiful. I am not in love with the $20 price tag, but I really would have been upset had this not performed well. But oh my goodness. It looks so pretty. And like my face is set. I am going to take a little bit of the new powder that I got and put it underneath my eyes to set a little bit of the concealer. But like I don't need to set my face because it is set. Oh my goodness. It is not exaggerating my pores. It's not emphasizing. Oh, and I like the primer. I like the primer as well. My pores still look very blurred. My face looks very even. I am such a happy camper right now, and I'm so sad that it's, what time is it? I think it's like 11:30 at night, and I have absolutely nowhere to go. So I'll just sit in my house and be cute for myself. Let's move on to a little bit of the powder. I got this new Revlon PhotoReady blurring powder. I'm going to use a little bit of this under my eyes just to kind of set it. This is in the shade Fair. I'm just going to take a highlighting brush and get a very, very small amount and kind of tap that under my eye area. Hopefully this is going to help to brighten a little bit as well. And I can see that it is brightening. It has brightened up that area for me, which I am appreciating. That's really pretty too. Again, it's not emphasizing any of my texture. It's really like blurring out everything down there. It's nice and brightening. Guys, home run after home run after home run today. I have not had this good of a makeup day in quite a long while. It must be good karma for saving Miss Kitty. So beautiful. I really love that powder. It's nice and brightening. It is blurring, and it's not looking like cakey in any way. It's not like grabbing on to the foundation. That looks really, really beautiful. I'm very, very happy with that. I'm going to go back over it with my beauty blender just because I always do that with any kind of powder that I use, just to kind of help the powder melt into my skin a little bit. That is really, really beautiful. I am so happy. And it's not caked up in my forehead wrinkles yet. I'm very expressive. My forehead moves quite a bit. Usually my foundation will move out of my wrinkles and kind of like ridge up, but it's not doing that because it's so thin and so lightweight. It kind of just absorbs into your skin and there's nothing there to move, which is really, really kind of freaking awesome. I am so happy. I don't quite know what to do. So the only thing we can do is move on to blush. Let's try out, let's contour first. Let's do a little bit of contouring first, just because I'm so happy with how this has turned out. I'm just going to go ahead and do a very full beat. I'm going to use my Profusion Highlight and Contour 1 palette. This is my favorite contouring palette. Again, I get this at Walmart. It's $5. Really kind of fantastic. The highlights in here are really nice, but these two sculpting shades are everything. They're really, really beautiful. I like to use light sculpt first, and then if I'm feeling froggy or if I want just a little bit more depth, I will go in with a little bit of the deeper shade. But for the most part, I use the light sculpt. I enjoy that this it's very cool toned and it's got more of like a gray undertone. So it really acts as more of like a shadow. I'm just going to go in with my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. This is just a very dense, domed blending brush. It's perfect for like contour and bronzer. I'm just going to kind of tap into the sculpt shade and start tapping it onto my forehead. I do have quite a big forehead, so I want to try to minimize that just a little bit. I'm going to bring it on my forehead. I'm going to bring it through my cheekbones just a bit, kind of blending up onto my cheekbone just to kind of give my face a little bit more shape. And I do think that I will go in with a little bit of that deeper shade just on my cheekbones. Just to really cut everything. But that contour shade is so perfect. My hair is so frizzy. It's done nothing but rain the last couple of days. I'm going to bring a little bit of it down on my neck. I do it by my ears to help kind of square off my face a little bit. I have a very round face, so I bring it up by my ear and it helps give my face just a little bit more of a shape. Kind of brings the illusion that there's like an angle there. Do that on the other side as well. And I kind of bring it up onto, like, just over the lip of my chin. Just a little bit. Just to help disguise my little friend down here. Really buff that in. See, it makes such a difference. Also, while I have it out, I'm going to go into my e.l.f. contouring brush. I love the shape of this brush. I'm going to lightly tap into the light sculpt shade and kind of bring this down each side of my nose, just to help kind of contour my nose a bit. And then I'll go back over it with the blending brush. I'll do the same thing under my lip. Just to get a little bit of a shadow going on down there. Not like mustache shadow, like big fat juicy lip shadow. Really, really beautiful. I'm going, you know what? I don't even think I'm gonna tap in to the darker shade too much. Just gonna kind of place it there, just to kind of cut my cheekbones just a tiny bit more. And then go back over it with my blending brush. Kind of blend it away just a little bit, but now it seems like that gully is just a little bit deeper. My face looks just that tiny bit more cut, snatched. My foundation is not moving, guys. I'm sitting here blending on this foundation. Now remember that I haven't set it, and it looks stunning. It is so, so beautiful. My under eyes still look really, really nice. I am thoroughly impressed. Thoroughly impressed, guys. I could not be much happier right now if you paid me. I really, really couldn't. Let's move on to blush. Love a good blush. We're going to use the Lottie blush, and I'm going to use my e.l.f. angled blush brush. It is my favorite for blush application. Let's see how she see how she plays with what we've got going on. She's really nicely pigmented, so I'm gonna be pretty easy because this brush is pretty dense. I just kind of tapped in there, and I've got quite a bit of product on my brush. I'm gonna start up here by my temple. Probably isn't the best color to be using. I probably could have picked something that was a bit rosier, maybe a little bit more dusty for this look, but she's new, so we're gonna play with her. I'm starting up here by my temple because that's where I want the most amount of pigment to be placed. What's gonna happen is your eye is gonna wanna follow the color, and it's gonna give my face a very lifted appearance. And I'm gonna kind of bring it up towards my temple as well. That's really, really pretty. It's a really nice, soft, satiny pink color. Nicely pigmented. It's blending nice, very easily. I don't like the color with this look, but the color is very, very pretty. Just not what I would have picked for this look in particular. So, yeah, let's bronze. Let's bronze up and see if that helps a little bit. I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Lumi Bronze It. This is in the shade Light. I'm just going to take like a big fluffy brush because I've already kind of like chiseled my face. I'm just going to kind of go in here. No, I want a warmer blush today, a warmer bronzer. Let's do our Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is the light bronzer. This has a little bit more warmth in it. I feel like it's going to play nice. I'm just going to kind of tap my brush into here and just, it smells so good. It smells like coconut candy. Like, you know those bonbons, like coconut bonbons, macaroons. I'm just going to kind of lightly dust this all over my cheek. I'm going to do it on my forehead as well. Not putting a ton of pressure on my skin, just really kind of buffing the color in. Just bringing a little bit of warmth to the outside of my face. That looks better already. I'm also going to bring it around my jawline and down my neck as well. I love these earrings. Got them for $2 at Burke's. I'm so feeling them. What do we think? I'm feeling it, guys. I am really, really, really feeling it. It kind of warmed up the blush just a little bit. I'm much happier with that now. Now we can move on to highlight and we'll be done. I will talk to you about what I have on my lips. I got this highlight palette. I don't know that I want to use that though. Let's see. Let's do this one. No, let's just do one out of the highlight and sculpt contour palette. Let's use Hype. Let's use this one right here. That might be a bit dark, but it's nice and warm. Highlight brush. Just going to use the same brush that I used to put my under eye powder on with. And I'm just going to kind of tap into here. Oh yeah. Really pretty highlight. Kind of perfect. It's not too dark for me. Really, really pretty. Just kind of putting it on the high points of my face. I want to bring some down the center of my nose, on my tip. I also like to put a little bit on my chin. And on my upper lip. Really, really beautiful. I am so very, very happy with how this look turned out. Let's talk about what I have on my lips real quick. So for lip liner today, I used my Milani. Or no, I'm sorry. This is my NYX lip pencil. This is just in the shade brown. It's just the plain old NYX lip pencil. I just use this to basically define. Really focused it on my Cupid's bow. And the curve of my lip. Just lightly defined my lips. And then I went in with my Milani. This is just the Milani. It comes in like the cut crystal looking packaging. I don't remember what the name of this lipstick is. And I don't think it says it on here. But this is the shade Tied Up. It's a really beautiful kind of warm brown. Really beautiful creamy lipstick. And then over top of that, I used a $1 lipstick. So this is just the Malibu Glitz Sparkle Lipstick. This is in the shade Gold. I have to show you guys what this looks like. Really beautiful bright gold lipstick. And I just took this and put this on the middle of my lips. Just kind of bring a little bit of shine. Tighten the gold into everything. And yeah, so in love with it. I am not going to bore you. This is a very long video. I am not going to bore you with watching me put my mascara on, but just know that's the last thing we have to do. It's the only thing we haven't done yet, but this is our finished look for the day. I am loving it so much. Guys, this foundation is a home run. It is a home run 100%. I am so in love with it. It looks so good on my skin. I have quite a few fine lines and wrinkles. Again, my face is very expressive. It moves quite a bit. But it just looks so stunning. And not only does it look stunning, but it feels good. It is not sticky on me at all. Like, I am touching my face. There's nothing on my hands. Like, it's not coming off. It is set. I am evened out. But I don't look like I've caked makeup on my face. Like, I'm looking like up close. And I don't think that you could tell that I have foundation on. This is an absolutely gorgeous foundation. I am definitely going to be buying a couple more bottles of this. I think $20 that it might be. It is gorgeous. I will, unless it wears terribly, but I just don't see that happening. I think it looks so beautiful. I am so happy with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for discovering all these awesome new products with me, and I cannot wait for the next video. I hope you guys remember to check out my Facebook page, Makeup for the Everyday Mama. I always post my finished look pics over there. I go live pretty often, and a lot of times I do looks over there that I don't do here, so you guys should definitely go and check that out. As always, no filters, no edits, no fancy lighting. It's just me sitting in front of my camera doing my makeup, hoping you guys are digging it. And yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys stay safe, take care of yourselves, and remember, you're important. Love you so much.